Hi everybody, welcome to Music Moves for Piano Book 3, Unit 2A. We're going to start with the duple meter song. Go ahead and move with me please. Bum bum bum, sing with me. Duple meter moves into, moves into, moves into. Duple meter moves into, move into with me. And chant macro beats on do. Do, do, do. Micro beats. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. I chant macro beats, you chant micro beats. Do, do, do. Switch. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. I chant a pattern, you chant your own. Do, day, do today, do. Do ta ta do day do ta do. Do day do ta do day ta do. Do today do day do do. We're going to do some rhythm patterns in duple meter, and I'd like for you just to echo my patterns. Do, day, do, echo me please. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. We're going to sing, or I'm going to sing, the song The Pug 2 times. This is in mixolydian tonality. Go ahead and pretend to push bubbles downwards. Bum 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 ba 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 bum bum bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Bum bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Bum bum. Go ahead and continue to move this second time and clap with me on the rests. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Bum bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Bum bum. Let's do some tonal patterns in minor tonality. These patterns are going to work on our subdominant chord in minor. La, do, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, si, la. So go ahead and echo these back, and we're working on re, fa, la, our subdominant chord. Re, fa, la, mi, do. Re, fa, la, mi, do. La, fa, re, do, mi, la. La, fa, re, do, mi, la. Re, la, fa, mi, la, mi. Re, la, fa, mi, la, mi. La, re, fa, la, mi, do. La, re, fa, la, mi, do. Fa, re, la, mi, do. know that was a lot of patterns. So you can come back to that if you were getting partway through and saying, I can't focus on this anymore. Come back to it. Listen to it later in the week. Listen to it the next week. Don't feel like you have to get all of those patterns all at once. This is for you to practice. Remember, you can also listen to the pattern CD. Oh, and I moved my pattern CD. So you can also listen to, a track that we haven't gotten to yet. No, it is. It's in book 2. I can figure this out, really. Okay, so minor tonality. Yes, the one from last unit. So you can also listen to the pattern CD, track 20, for more practice with the minor subdominant patterns. Okay, moving on from this stuff, we're going to do some keyboard geography and technique. So go ahead and come to the keyboard. All right, we are going to look at the first page of Unit 2 in Book 3, and just like in the last unit, if I remember correctly, oh no, this is a little bit different. I'm mixing stuff up here. So over here on this side, normally we have an improvisation project. Well, sometimes we're going to start seeing some keyboard skills projects over here. Just like last time, we saw a little bit of that. Here we see the whole side of the page. So today we're looking at natural, sharp, and flat letter names. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through this quickly. I think this is pretty self-explanatory mostly, but I want to make sure you understand how to do this, and then I'd like for you to pause and practice all of this. So learn to find all the white piano keys by letter name in mixed orders. You can make flashcards, you can use the order in here, you can do the order in here backwards, you can try to think of random letters in your head, but learn to play all the white keys randomly by letter name. F, D, G, B, A, C. Be as fast as you can, and you don't have to always be in the same place in the piano. G, D, F, A, B, D. So something like that. Try, it doesn't have to be that fast right now, but be as fast as you can. Okay, then the 5 black piano keys use the same letter name as the white keys. Each black key has a flat name and a sharp name. The flat looks kind of like a letter B. The sharp name looks like a hashtag. The sharp looks like a hashtag. So choose any white piano key. You see, the very next black piano key above can be a sharp. It will use the letter name of the white key. So this is C. This is C sharp. So I could do that for any of these black keys. This one is F sharp, A sharp, D sharp, G sharp. In the same way, you can choose any white piano key. The very next black piano key below it can be a flat. It will use the letter name of the white key. So we could go from E to E flat. We're now moving down, or from your direction this way. D flat, A flat, G flat, B flat. Now, that gives you 5 sharp letter names and 5 flat letter names, but all 7 can be sharps or flats. So where are the other 2 sharps and flats? This is where the piano makes this a little trickier than it actually should be. So if you're looking for B sharp, here's B. B sharp is a white key. It looks the same as C. If you're looking for E, E sharp is a white key. It looks the same as F. Same thing with the flats. If you're looking for a C flat, C is a white key, so is C flat. It looks the same as B. If you're looking for F flat, F is a white key, and so is F flat. F flat looks the same as E. So, with those two white keys that are sharps and flats, learn to locate all the flat piano keys by letter name. And you can use the order in here. Again, you can do flashcards, whatever you want to do, but try to get it quickly. So D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, F flat. Go through them quickly. Same thing with the sharps. D sharp, G sharp, B sharp, E sharp, C sharp, A sharp, F sharp. Piano keys, next thing down, may have two or more letter names. These are called enharmonic is the word, and it's written right here, enharmonic. So, for example, we said that C flat looks the same as B. So these are enharmonic names for this key on the piano. This key can be called B. It can also be called C flat. G flat is the same as F sharp. Those are enharmonic names. D flat is the same as C sharp. Those are enharmonic names. So there are two challenges at the bottom. And if you can, I would like for you to work on these challenges. If not, we'll come back to them when we have the next unit. I won't talk about it in the video when we have Unit 2B, but if you're not ready to do these challenges yet, come back and look at them in a couple of weeks when you're looking at 2B. So challenge, use letter names to make other piano keys enharmonic. So see what else you can find besides C flat and B, G flat and F sharp, and D flat and C sharp. Find other enharmonic keys. Second challenge, locate double flats and double sharps on the keyboard. Now a double flat just looks like two flats in a row. This is the symbol. A double sharp looks like an X, except they're little squares on each end of the X. When we draw it, we just draw an X. So locate double flat. A double flat is not a half step lower, it's a whole step lower. So it's two keys over. So from D to D flat, we go over another key, that's D double flat. From G to G sharp, we go up one key, go up one more, that's G double sharp. From B to B double flat, B, B flat, B double flat. So try finding letter names, sharp letter names, flat letter names, double sharp letter names, and double flat letter names, and enharmonics. Whew, that's a lot of fun stuff to practice. So work on that over the course of this unit. We'll look at this when we have the group class check-in and kind of see how easily this is going for you. Your other keyboard skills involve playing more than mental work. So we're going to review the D flat major scale, 2 octaves, hands alone. So over under keyboard geography and technique, this is number 1. So make sure you circle that and write today's date by that so that you practice that this week. So D flat major scale, we're going to grab a metronome. And first we're going to play, we're doing 2 octaves, so this is do days. I'm going to start with this hand. Go ahead and play with me if you can, or watch and then pause and do this. Do, day, do, here we go. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Day, do, 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 day, do. Then grab your metronome and chant a few do days before you start. Do day, do, here I go. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day. Day, do day, do day, do was just with this hand. Go ahead and review this in both hands. And I didn't give you a chance to stop, so go ahead and stop, work on the keyboard skills, and review the D-flat major scale. And then we're going to look at a little bit of exploration, creativity, and improvisation. We're going to do just under the exploration, creativity, improvisation. It's just this little bitty thing over here. We're going to do just number 1. Explore different areas of the keyboard. Use contrasting dynamics and soft pedal. So remember, the soft pedal, if you have 2 or 3 pedals, it's the pedal all the way on the left, the opposite side of where the damper pedal is. So explore using different areas of the keyboard, contrasting dynamics. So some things are loud, some things are soft. So let's see here. Do, day, do, da, da, do, da, day, da, do. Seem to be in a G major groove today. So try different areas of the keyboard and different dynamics. You can do different dynamics in one improvisation. I did my rhythm pattern 2 times. You can do it 2, 3, 4. You decide how many times to do it. Do use some kind of rhythm. It can be in duple or triple, but use some kind of rhythm when you do these improv projects. Okay, so go ahead and pause and do that. Do a few of them. And then we're going to look at review. So today we're going to do our most recent review. So we're reviewing Book 3, Unit 1, and Book 2, Unit 20. Last review for Book 2. So, Book 3, Unit 1, we're looking at Minor Old Woman, and I'm going to turn over here to see what we're looking at. So, for this one, I want to make sure that we review both of the accompaniments that we had done before. So this is an E minor tonality. And play that tonic dominant tonic melodic cadence when E is La. And then we're going to play just La and C. And I realized going back and looking at the original Old Woman song, you could do the root harmony like that. Every other macro beat, or you could play on every macro beat. Either way is okay. So that's the accompaniment number 1. And then number 2 is you're playing on micro beats. You have do, day, do, do, day, do. Tonic is La and Mi. La, mi, dominant, si, mi. I want to make sure that when you do this unit, you can play that hands together. So I'm not sure. You may or may not have been able to play it hands together last unit, but this unit, I want you to play it hands together. If you cannot, hold off and practice that, and then look at the next thing we're about to do. So we're going to play this in 2 new keyalities. We're going to do it in D minor and A minor, and then there's a new thing we're doing. So I'm going to play my tonic dominant tonic melodic cadence in D minor. And I'm going to transpose both the melody and the accompaniment. And I would like like for you to do that as well. And as we start doing these transposition projects, I'm going to have you transpose at least mostly the accompaniments as well as the melodies. So then doing it in A minor, could be up, it could be down. Ooh, I like that sound. Let's do that. Or you could play our tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios. Singing la, la. Okay to do as well. So then you play. Go ahead and practice that, please. And if you're still working on the hands together for the original key, go ahead and do that. And if you can do it, please transpose both parts to D minor and A minor. Go ahead and practice that. Make sure you write down today's date by those new things that you added, and then look over on the next page. We're looking at Triple Old Woman, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to review the melody and the accompaniment, and then add in 2 new kealities, hands together. G major. And together, triple meter. Do da dee do, do da dee do. So if you need help working on those 2 parts together, we will look at that at the group class check-in. Make sure you practice that as much as you can, and then see if you can transpose both parts to 2 new kealities of your choice. Go ahead and work on that, please. Please mark down over on the lesson side anything that you were able to do today, and just show those to me when we have the group class check-in. And then we're going to take a look over here at Book 2, Unit 20. This is the last unit, but we're not finishing Book 2. We'll come back to it later to get it all finished. So, Book 2, Unit 20, we already looked earlier at the D-flat major scale, so you're already practicing that for this video. So please look at American Tune. This is Book 2, page 52. Okay, so for page 52, what I'd like for us to add this time is the rhythm pattern and the tonal pattern. So I'm going to play this once with you. I'd like for you to do the rhythm pattern on your own, and we will look at the tonal pattern together just a little bit. So E major tonality, tonic, dominant, tonic, melodic cadence. Go ahead and pause and play that cadence. And then let's go ahead and play this together with me. Do, day, do, play with me. So for the rhythm pattern, we chant do to day to do day, do day, do day. Or you could chant do day, do day, do, 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 do. You get to choose. So go ahead and pause, work on the rhythm pattern stuff. And then we're going to look at the tonal pattern. So go ahead and just sing the original melodic pattern. So that's the tonal pattern plus our rhythm. Bum, 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 sing with me. Do, 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 re, mi, so, re, do. Do, 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 re, mi, so, do. And if you need to practice that, go ahead and pause and practice that before we do the next step. turn this into a tonal pattern. We're not changing too much. So we're going to take just the first two macro beats or one macro beat, depending on how you're hearing this. We're going to take do, 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 re, and that's going to become do, re. So after that, the song is the same. Do, re, mi, so, re, so, mi, do, do, re, mi, so, re, so, do. We'll play it the same way. Do, re, mi, so, re, so, mi, do, do, re, mi, so, re, so, do. So go ahead and pause and see how much you can do with the tonal pattern yourself. Go ahead and mark down everything that you worked on today on the lesson side, and then we're going to look over at our new song for this unit. So you don't have to look there yet. I'm going to play this for you. This is called Monkey Game. Go ahead and move to macro beats, audiate the micro beats, and decide if you think this is moving in 2 like duple meter or in 3 like triple meter. So this is moving in duple meter in 2. So it has do days. Go ahead and name the tonality, major or minor. This is in minor tonality. Can you audiate the resting tone? Resting tone. So this song has 4 little parts. 3 of the parts have the same 2 macro beat rhythm pattern, and then the 4th part, which is the ending, is different each time it happens in the song. So the repeated pattern is just do day, and that happens 3 times in a row. Can you chant that 3 times in a row, and then I'll chant the ending? So just 2 do days 3 times. Ready, chant. Do day, 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 do. That's our first ending. Now I'll give you the second ending. Chant your 3 do days again. Ready, chant. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do, do. Those are your 2 endings. Now I'm going to play the duet part. Tell me if you hear, tell me. Yes, I hear you calling from afar, somewhere else. See if you hear the same rhythm patterns or different rhythm patterns as what we just did. So there are different rhythm patterns. There are division rhythm patterns in the accompaniment part, in the teacher duet part. All right, echo some tonal patterns after me, please. La, mi, do, la, si, la, do, si, mi, mi, la, mi, la. I'm going to help you find where those tonal patterns happen in the song. We're going to listen for la, do. It happens twice in a row, right at the, almost in a row at the beginning of the song. La, do, la, do. And then again on the repeat. La, do. Now notice si, mi. notice that mi plays double duty here. It's part of the dominant pattern, si, mi, and also part of the tonic pattern, mi, la, or at least it takes us back to la. So with each pattern, see if you think it sounds like a tonic or a dominant pattern. La, do. That's tonic minor. Si, mi is dominant minor. Mi, la is tonic minor. Now go ahead and grab your book 3 if you don't have it already. Open to page 5, which is where Monkey Game is. Go ahead and read the music information box. This is in duple meter, harmonic minor tonality. La is A, and the melody starts on la. So we're going to go ahead and sit in the middle of the keys that you're going to use. This piece begins in the high C area of the keyboard, and that's where this hand is going to be. So notice you have 3 fingers, la, bum, bum, all by high C. So sit in a place where that's comfortable to play. And then let's play an A minor cadence. Just la, do, re, si, re, ti, si, la, do, la. Go ahead and play that. Now let's play and sing those tonal patterns from the song. La, do. Go ahead and play that. Si, mi. Now this one you can just move your hand. Si, mi. And then mi, la. Just move your hand. Go ahead and play. So let's look at the very beginning of the song. Prepare this hand on these keys, and then this hand is going to start on C, just an octave away from where this hand is. So this piece at the very beginning plays do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Listening for a la, do. Go ahead and play that with me. Do, day, do, play with me. Do, day, do, day, do, day. Now play it one more time and make sure you're chanting this time. Ready, play. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Now we're going to do the next couple of macro beats. This part is where we have our si, mi pattern. It's going to be in the index fingers in both hands. Don't stick them out like this. Whole hand moves together. Si, mi, and then we're going to alternate hands. Si, mi, or si, si, mi, mi. Go ahead and play that with me. Si, si, mi, mi. Let's do that one more time. Si, si, mi, mi. And then here's our first ending. We take both hands back to la with your pointer fingers. La, la, la. Let's play that one together. Ready? Play. And then our second ending is la, la. Play with me. And listen to one more thing in the song before we play the whole thing. So notice that from here, it makes a dominant tonic cadence. We have a cadence at the end of the song. Ooh. All right, go ahead and play this whole piece with me. Do, day, do, play with me. Do, day, do, day, do, If you need to practice that, go ahead and pause here. Play that as many times as you would like. And then I'm going to play the duet part with you. Do, day, do, ready, play. assignments for this week. First of all, make sure you mark today's date on the solo, also on performed with duet if you were able to do that. And here's a wrap up. Go ahead and write these down. There are 2 things in your assignments that we have not talked about. So you'll have to write these down or make sure you mark them somehow. So thing 1, which was not in anything that we did today, pattern CD track 21, you're going to listen to. That has some of the rest patterns, the duple meter rest patterns that we did earlier today, and audio tracks 4 to 5. Those are the tracks for the song to sing, getting you ready for next week, and the monkey game. So that's your first assignment, those 2 listening things. Second assignment, keyboard skills, page 4, over on the right side. All of these, you can mark those down in your assignment book, or if you already have today's date, that's good. Number 3, review the D-flat major scale. That assignment is over here. By the way, the assignment is right there. Improv projects. Number 4, on page 4, number 1. Exploration, creativity, improvisation over here. Number 5, review book 3, unit 1, and book 2, unit 20. Number 6, practice monkey game. And number 7, turn to the back of your book, all the way in the back, page 60. Why are we going to the end of the book? There are projects in the back of the book. And you can work through these on your own, really. You don't have to have this be structured, but I want to make sure that we don't get through this whole book and forget these cool projects. So I'm going to give you some assignments for these. So the very first project is on page 60. This is not like you're going to do the whole page today. We'll come back to it later. We'll do little bits. So here's what you're doing this week. Project 1, using pattern CD track 11. Write that down, please. And project 2, using track 11. So these are all projects where you're listening to a rhythm pattern track on the pattern CD, and then you're chanting something back to that track. Okay, so project 1, track 11, project 2, track 11. All right, that's all, folks. Thank you very much for joining me for Music Moves for Piano, Book 3, Unit 2A, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.